Hello and welcome to Kiabeth Cook Pilates. In today's class, we're doing deep core and glutes. We're going to start by laying on your back, hugging the right knee into your chest, and take a couple deep rounds of breath. Now placing both hands behind the back of the right quad, bend and extend the right leg. Take an inhale to lengthen the right leg, feeling the hamstring stretch, and exhale as you bend the knee. Allow the shoulders to relax. And on your next breath, draw the right leg across your midline and open the right arm out to a T. Gaze can go past the right shoulder. And take 3 deep rounds of breath. And exhale, draw the right leg back to center, extend the right leg long, hug the left knee into your chest. Hold there for a moment. Take a deep inhale, feel the belly expand. And exhale, maybe drawing the knee a little bit closer to your chest. And now placing both hands behind the back of the left quad, bend and extend the left leg. Feel a stretch through the back of the hamstring. Inhale as you lengthen, and exhale to bend. And now draw the left leg across your midline, left arm can go out to a T, gaze can go past the left shoulder. Take 3 deep rounds of breath. Exhale, guide the left leg back to center. Extend the left leg long, cross the left foot over the right. Place both hands behind the back of the head. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale to lift the left leg to table. Exhale, extend the leg long and reach it back on top of the right ankle. So it's a bend, an extend, bend, and lengthen toward the sky. A 3-part move. You have the option to extend the arms long by your side. Relax the shoulders away from the ears and bring your gaze toward the tops of the feet. Last set. And on this next one, hold your extension left leg high, place both hands behind the back of the calf and add a pull-pull switch. Inhale as you pull the leg toward you and exhale to switch sides. Find length through the toes. Imagine there's a string pulling you. Place the hands behind the back of the head, and now we're going for crisscross, alternating elbow to opposite knee. Then exhale to switch. Last 3. Really find your twist through the armpit. In 2, hold center, and now scissor kick the legs, pointing through the toes. You have the option to extend the arms by your side. Hug the knees into the chest and exhale to reach the arms and legs long. Inhale, round, and exhale, reach. Scoop the low belly under, see if you can lift the base of your shoulder blades. You're doing such a great job. Really use your breath. And now hold legs in table, bend the elbows, reach the arms and legs long, bend the knees, bend the elbows, lower the head. Inhale, reach, arms and legs long, legs open, close, bend the knees, bend the elbows, lower the head at the same time. Inhale, reach, exhale, open, close, bend the knees, bend the elbows, lower the head. One more, open, close, bend knees, bend elbows, lower the head. Hold your extension open wide, bend the knees, bend the elbows, and come down. Last one. Hold the opening and circle the legs up, around, and in. You're initiating these small circles. Imagine your big toe is a pencil, and you're just drawing a circle on a piece of paper. And on your next breath, let's reverse the circle. You can make these circles small, and as you feel comfortable, they can get a little bigger. Now draw the legs to close, lower the head, extend the right leg long and the left leg long. This time cross the right foot over the left foot. Place the hands behind the head, lift the right leg to table, extend the leg high to the sky, bend the knee, and place it on top of the left foot. So it's a bend, extend, bend, and lower. Here's your 3-part move. You have the option to extend the arms long, bring your gaze toward the top of the bent knee, inhale, reach, exhale, bend and lower. And now lower the head. We're going to go 4 leg circles. Inhale to start to circle the leg across your midline. And again, you can make this circle small at first, waking up the hip. Relaxing the shoulders, maybe placing the left hand on top of the left hip. So we're looking at hip stability, trying to keep the hips even as you move the leg. And now reverse your leg circle on the right side. Trying to keep both hips anchored while relaxing the glutes, waking up the inner thighs. And now lift left leg into tabletop position, extend the leg high, and add a circle on the left side. Inhale to start and exhale to close the circle at the top. Pressing evenly through your triceps. This is a lot of core, even though the leg is doing the majority of the movement. And now reverse the direction of your circle. You're trying to keep the hips as quiet as you're able. You have the option to place the right hand on the right hip to try to find the stability on both sides. And now bend both knees, plant the feet on your mat, walk the heels closer to your seat, and you're finding your hip hinge. So lifting the hips up to a bridge position and exhale to lower the hips back down, single counts. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. And as you raise the hips, relax the glutes at the top, slightly drawing the inner thighs toward each other, equally distributing the weight onto the inner and outer arches of the feet. Holding at the top, let's add a pulse up. So you're barely lifting the hips about 1/2 inch and then barely lower the hips about 1/2 inch. Find your tempo. Building up some internal heat, warming up the glutes. And now hold there. Inhale to lift the right leg to table. Exhale, extend the leg long. Inhale, bend, and exhale, tap the toes toward your mat. You have 8 more. So what you're working on is hip evenness, and you're really firing up the left side of the glute, even though the right leg is doing most of the work. So here we're working on the body symmetry, trying to find balance through both sides by using the back muscles, the legs, the core. And on your inhale, tap the right toes toward the mat, and exhale, bring the leg back to tabletop position, single counts. So it's a tap and a lift. Exhale, land toe ball heel on the right side. Inhale, lift your right heel up and add a pulse up. So right heel stays lifted, left heel's grounded, and you're just pulsing the hips up and down. And now open and close the right knee. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. Hips are still elevated and even. Rib cage is relaxed, drawing your navel toward your spine. Building up a little bit of sweat here. And now open and close the left knee. Keep the right leg static. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. And now we pulse the hips again, but this time only the right leg opens, closes, hips go up and barely down. Left leg stays static, right leg goes out, in, hips go down, hips come up. Still maintain your heel lift on the right side. And now as the hips come up, both legs open and close. Inhale, center. Exhale, barely lower the hips about 1/2 inch. So it's up, out, in, and down. Legs open, close, hips lower, hips lift. Hold the right knee open and add a little pulse up with the hips to finish. And now static hold, legs open and close like a butterfly, goes out and in, out and in. So close, you're almost there. Keep breathing. And exhale, lower the hips all the way back down. Lower the right heel. Plant through both feet. Lift up to your bridge. Inhale, lift the left leg to table. Exhale, extend the leg high to the sky. Inhale, bend the leg and tap the toes toward your mat. 3-part move on this side. So it's a bend, reach, bend, and tap. Your focus here is keeping both hips even, maybe lifting the hips up a little bit higher. Still relaxing the ribs. Inhale, tap the left toes toward your mat, and exhale, lift the leg to tabletop. So now we're going into a 2-part move. Inhale, tap, and exhale, lift. Lower the hips back down. Now we're going to find our heel lift on the left side, pulse the hips back up. So tiny pulses up. Now open and close the left knee only. Right leg stays static. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. Keep the right knee still. Maybe you're wiggling the fingers, releasing any tension from the jaw. Static hold with the left side, and now right knee opens and closes. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. Now you're going for your hip raise and left knee opens. So right leg stays still. Hips go down, hips come up, left knee opens and closes. So that's down, up, open, and close. Hips are barely lowering about 1/2 inch without touching the mat. Static hold on the left side. This time right knee opens and closes. Hips come down, hips come up about 1/2 inch. So it's down, up, open, and close. Lower, lift, open, and close. And now both legs open and close like a butterfly. Left heel is still lifted. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Really think of using your midline. This is still a lot of inner thigh and core work. Hold the left knee slightly open and add a pulse up with the hips. And exhale, lower the hips all the way down. Lower the left heel. Give yourself a little break. Now find your bridge position again. Lift the hips up and open and close the knees. Knees open and close. You have single counts. As you open, you feel the side glutes working, and as you close, the inner thighs activate. Now you're going to lift onto your heels. Both heels lift, maybe walk the feet a little bit closer to your seat and add a pulse up with the hips. You're finding your own pace, a tempo, rhythm that works for you. And now knees open slightly. Keep pulsing the hips up. We're working into the side glute, the inner thighs, the calves, back side of the body. And now we're going to add a hip circle. So circle the hips like a washing machine, up, around, and down. Feel the inner thighs slightly drawing in toward each other as the hips circle. Inhale at the top, exhale to lower the hips as you're circling up and around. And now let's reverse the circle. Inhale to lift, exhale lower, sending the hips through. The heels stay nice and lifted, applying equal pressure to the big toe and the pinky toe. Back to our pulses, hips come up. Tiny pulses up. Static hold with the hips. Take a breath here. Draw your navel toward your spine, find the energy, and exhale, articulate through your spine, lower all the way down, hug the knees into your chest. Maybe rock the legs from side to side, giving the low back a little release. You can circle the knees. And take whatever form of stretch feels good for you in this moment. Add knee stirs, and now placing the hands behind the head, extend the left leg long, right leg to tabletop position. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders and twist left elbow to your right knee, and exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift and twist, and exhale, lower. And now you open and close the right knee only. So the right knee is barely opening, and then exhale, really feel your left oblique working to bring the right knee back to center. Option to lift your left heel off your mat a couple of inches. This is that added challenge for your deep core work. Option to extend the arms long. And now inhale, lower the right toes toward your mat, and exhale, lift the right leg to tabletop position. You can keep your left leg extended with the heel hover, or you can plant the left heel on your mat. Bring the gaze toward the inner thighs. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. And now place the right hand behind the head, reach the left arm past the right thigh, add a pulse up to reach. Imagine you're reaching for a $100 bill. Try to really make the connection between your left oblique and your right hip. You're doing such a great job. And now place both hands behind the back of the right thigh, and exhale, reach the right leg long, and lower the head, reach the arms overhead. So inhale, hands behind the back of the thigh, and exhale, arm and leg reaches. Inhale, round, and exhale, reach. You're leading from your upper abs versus leading from the neck. Place both hands behind the back of the thigh, add a pulse to reach. So you're just pulsing the upper body while keeping the right knee static. Option to lift and lower the left heel. So you're not exactly touching the mat, but you're lifting and lowering the shape of the leg. Upper body static, right knee is still. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Now we're going for a crisscross with a modification bent knee. So inhale, right knee to chest, and exhale, left knee to chest. Hug both knees into your chest, and now we're switching sides, hands behind the head. This time you inhale, twist right elbow toward your left knee, left leg in table, right leg long. Single counts. Feel yourself lead from the right oblique toward your left hip. Now reach both arms long, or you can keep the hands behind the head, but you're slightly drawing the left knee toward your midline and then barely away, so the knee opens and closes. This movement is super minute, but so great for your deep core. Now inhale, tap the left toes toward your mat, and exhale, lift. You have the option to hover your right heel off the mat. You can place the hands behind the back of the head if that's comfortable. You're moving the entire shape of the leg without bending at the knee, but leading from the hip joint. And now twist the upper body, right arm past the left thigh, add a pulse up to reach. Again, you're reaching for the $100 bill. Don't let it go. Now exhale, center both hands behind the back of the left thigh. Inhale, reach the arm and leg long. Exhale, place the hands again behind the back of the left thigh so you find your rhythm. We're so close. Hold the hands behind the back of the left thigh, add a pulse up to reach. So you're just pulsing with the upper body while keeping the left leg static. And now we alternate. You pulse the hands behind the back of the right thigh for 8. Now we're going to alternate legs reaching. So you can take the right hand behind the head and just scoop the left hand behind the back of the right thigh and the left. Exhale to switch. Now you can place the left hand behind the head, scoop the right hand behind the back of the right thigh and the left, and exhale as you switch. Now place the right hand behind the head, reach the left hand behind the back of the thighs, and you alternate to switch. We have one more exchange, left hand behind the head, right hand scoops behind the thigh. Woo, almost there. Last switch. Go 3, 2, if you have one more in you, give it a go. You're almost there, so close. Hug the knees toward your chest. Place the hands behind the back of the thighs. Static hold. Maybe you extend the legs long. Maybe the arms reach. And exhale, hug the knees into your chest. Place the hands behind the back of the thighs. We're going to roll up to a seated position. Great job. That was a tough one. Okay, now we're going to round like a ball. You can place the hands on top of the shins and you're rolling back to the base of the shoulders. And we're just going to do a few rock and rolls here. And we'll meet back in center. And when you balance, you're trying to find that even point right on the tailbone. So you're not really in front or behind it, but you're at that teetering point. Now you have the option to extend the legs long. Hands go on top of the shins, right above the ankles. You're rotating the inner thighs toward the sky. You rock back to the base of the shoulders and lift up, balancing on the tailbone. Now this can be fun, nothing too serious. When you find your high point, you're really lengthening through the crown of the head. Option to extend the arms long. Now we cross the legs and find our downward facing dog. You can pedal out the feet, add alternating knee bends. Take a couple deep rounds of breath. And once you've pedaled out the feet, you're going to roll through your plank. Find a plank pose, shift the weight slightly forward and back, so you're adding a releve. Hands under the shoulders, and you're just shifting the weight. You're in one long line from the crown of the head all the way to the back of the heels. Exhale, press back into a downward dog. Inhale, roll through your plank. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, press back, single counts. Now you hold your plank, inhale, lift the left leg, point the toes, and add a pulse up. You're squeezing the base of the left glute. Cross the left foot behind the right. Uncross the legs, pulse the right leg up. Cross the right leg behind the left ankle. Find your length. Exhale, shift the weight back, downward dog. Inhale, lift the leg to a three-legged dog position, and exhale back to your plank. Inhale, leg raises. And exhale, shift back to plank. Engage the low belly. Find your plank again. Exhale, hips come up. Leg raises. And exhale back to plank. Draw the knee toward your chest. Twist opposite knee to elbow. And exhale, extend the leg long. So it's in, twist, center, press back. In, twist, center, and lengthen. Two more. Twist, center, and back. Last one. Twist, center, and back. Downward facing dog. Now we're switching sides. Now you cross the opposite foot behind the ankle, shift forward to a plank, and up to a three-legged dog. Again, inhale, plank. Exhale, three-legged dog. You have three more. Last two. And on the next one, you're going to shift your weight forward, hold your plank, draw the working leg toward your chest, twist opposite knee to elbow, and press back, foot to ankle. So it's in, twist, center, and back. In, twist, center, and lengthen. Last two. Last one. Press back into a downward dog. Bring the feet to parallel position. Now you can roll through to your plank and static hold here for your final 8 counts. This is that last bit of class. You can do this. We're so close. And exhale, lower onto the knees. And now we're finding a child's pose. Take the knees as wide as the mat, reach the arms forward. Plant the tops of the feet on the mat. And take a few deep rounds of breath. And now slowly walk the hands over the right edge of your mat. Place the right hand on top of the left. Feel a stretch through the left side body. A couple of deep breaths. Exhale, release the hand hold. Walk the hands to the left side of your mat. Place the left hand on top of the right. And feel a stretch through the right side of your body. Take 2 deep rounds of breath. And exhale, release the hand hold, walk the hands back through center, find your plank position, shift the weight forward, chaturanga, bend the elbows toward your hips. We find a slight cobra. Open the chest, the collarbone. Inhale, bring the gaze past the right shoulder. Exhale, center. Inhale, gaze past the left. And exhale, center. One more. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. And now tuck the back toes. Press back into your final downward facing dog of class. Gently bend the knees, walk the hands toward your feet. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Allow the shoulders to roll back. Perhaps flipping the palms forward, anchor through all 4 corners of the feet. Allow yourself to take a deep breath in and a breath out. Option to clasp the hands below the base of the spine, open the chest. And we are all done with today's class. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you next time.